Last time on NBA 2K.
Does anyone else hear that?
Yeah, and it's getting closer. And it sounds an awful lot like
Mine.
If you saw my last 2K vid, then you already know things ended just a little bit less than stellar for the home team. I'd been going at it with this loaded Celtics squad for a good amount of time now, and I just haven't been able to get the best of them. And as I finally had them backed into a corner, out of all the games 2K could have dropped, they haven't even dropped a game in a long time. It's been like since I streamed a couple of months ago. They choose to drop that one right before it ended. So I was reading the comments on that vid, and a couple of people were saying they counted that as my win. They were saying that as far as they were concerned, I had that 1-point lead, the connection went out, and so that's a W for Dom. But anybody who's been invested in a 2K game before, you know that wasn't satisfying enough to be a W. A win has to feel like you actually went out there and won. If a lion goes out there and stalks prey, and he ends up with the kill but nobody eats, that's a lousy leader of the pride. That lion can't claim that W if nobody got to eat. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm hunting for the Celtics. I got the kill last time, but now I gotta eat to make it official. And to do that, we're hunting with the 71 Lakers. They're a tier 3 team, but clearly 2K does not discriminate, and you can go from tier 3 to playing a tier 1 team or tier 2 to playing tier 1. Tiers apparently don't mean anything in this game. And sure enough, we got the rematch. I'm coming back for more. And just a quick note before we really get into this, I did start an Instagram specifically for the 2K portion of this channel, because I play a lot of 2K, but not all of it gets to make it to this channel. So I rebooted my 2K highlights page on Instagram, and if you want to follow it, the link is in the comment section and in the description, and the handle is on the screen right now for you to see and type in. So let me tell you something about the 71 Lakers and just tiers in general online, because I think I found out 2K's thought process behind where they actually rank these teams. And it's been weird to me because I've been using the 71 Lakers a lot. I didn't ever really use them last year. As a matter of fact, I think that's one of the teams that I didn't go over in 2K18, and so I'm using them this year. And you really see how messed up things are when you get matched up with like the 19 Suns or the 19 Mavericks. And so because the 71 Lakers are classified as a tier 3 team, and because sometimes you actually do get matched up with a team in your tier, because when you try to find a matchup, that's what 2K tries first, I'm assuming, you end up with these games that your opponent could never hope to win. And I think they were missing one more step. Since I've used all these teams at one time or another, I can tell you that as a historic team, yeah, the 71 Lakers actually aren't that good. They only have 2 knockdown shooters. Wilt Chamberlain is really a hit or miss down low. And then, yeah, aside from Jerry West, Goodrich, and Chamberlain, there's really just no good players on this team. Elgin Baylor is a little bit more athletic than he should be, and sometimes he shows out, but he's not the Elgin from before he ruptured his patella tendon, obviously. And then their starting small forward on this team has to be like 5'9". The guy Erickson, he can probably hit a jumper, but because of his size and what a liability he would be if I started him, I absolutely have to put McMillan in front of him, which is going to pay off later in this gameplay, by the way. But the thing is, as a collective team, as a collective historic team, yeah, they're not that good. But damn, Jerry West is the Steph Curry of the 60s and 70s in this game. When he gets hot, you have to step out and guard him almost near the logo, or else you're liable to give up points. And then Wilt, even if you can't get any of the post moves to go because post moves have become increasingly hard in this game, he's still very useful for defending and rebounding down there. And so I really relish an opportunity like this where I got to put them against the 19 Celtics, because most of the time when I do use them, I'm just trying to win my tier 3 games, and I always get put up against somebody sorry. Well, not somebody sorry, but a sorry team. If I do end up playing a tier 3 team, I'm gonna probably say that I think they are probably the best tier 3 team. So I think that 2K had the right idea, because if you watched me stream last year, one of the things I was saying was that, yes, all historic teams are not equal. The Bulls team with young Michael Jordan with hair should not be in the same rank as the 16 Golden State Warriors that had 73 wins. And so 2K had that idea right, but it was like half-baked, because it's like after they got done separating the tiers and separating the teams, they just left it that way. And so there you end up with teams that were in the NBA Finals, ranked in the same space, as a team that's not even going to make the playoffs this year. As far as this matchup goes specifically, not even going to lie, I got a little bit adventurous. As far as bench depth and play style, the Celtics have got them completely outmatched, to be honest. But that's alright, I'm out here to eat this time. As you can see, I'm carrying a very narrow 2-point lead into the fourth quarter. And this is the part I hate about these analogs in 2K. I almost gave Al Horford an open 3 right there. I was trying to close out, and these players in their weight, they just move so slow sometimes. And there I am breaking my no reach in the backcourt rule. I don't pay for it this time, and there we go with the analogs again. Giving up an open 3. That's one thing I really don't like this year. I don't really recall if it's always been like that, but contesting a shot, stealing, it's all on the right analog. So if you move it, I'm talking about PlayStation by the way, if you move it the wrong way, you end up jumping forward or something when you didn't really mean to. And I didn't mean to right there. Hey, we're going in for the spin. And there goes 2K with their missed open layups. I can be honest, even though that wasn't me, that should have definitely went in. And this guy's got bunnies. For a 70s player, that's going to be important in a minute. He's got bunnies. We're looking at a 3-point lead, trying to hold on for dear life. He doesn't have Kyrie in right now. He was running some very weird rotations. And now he's dribbling too much. You can't dribble that much around Jerry West. Give me that. One thing you gotta know, I call Jerry West the Steph Curry of the 60s, but he defends really well. He will lock your favorite point guard up regardless of era. When this game first came out, you know how steals were overpowered. You didn't want to have the ball hanging around Jerry West, even if you were protecting it. Look at that terrible defense. One thing 2K players don't do enough is they don't make good enough use of that fake pass. A lot of people would have just tried to run straight in right there once they saw Rozier was off his axis. And oh, he's getting sloppy now. He's getting sloppy. That's going to cost you at the end of a close game. And I told you this guy had bunnies. I don't know if they were doing that back in the 70s. Were they throwing it? Were they throwing it off the glass to themselves back in the 70s? I've never seen a tape of that. I was just playing some pretty bad defense right there. I was really daring him to drive. I didn't think he wanted to pull up off the dribble. I noticed in 2K if you're moving and you take a shot, like when you're on a 3-point line or you're taking a jump shot, if you're moving too much, if you don't just settle, that definitely lessens the chance of it going in. So that's what I was trying to do right there. And I was trying to get it to Goodridge. I thought he was going to come up a little bit when I passed it to him, hit Jaylen Brown in the back. And just like that, I've let him back into the game. I'm not shook though. I got to finish this. I've come too far. I've been in control this entire fourth quarter. Give me the screen because I cannot get around Jaylen Brown. That's the one reason you never see anybody using this team. He's reaching. He's not playing good defense on Goodridge right now. Oh, and I am not making wise decisions. What I was going to say though is that people don't like to use these 70 teams because who are you going to dribble with? Even Jerry West, even though he has many ways to get his shot off. Speaking of shots, Kyrie choking on a free throw. That was 110% supposed to tie the game. I think he's giving me a window. But yeah, we don't have a lot of good ball handlers on this team, and they have Erickson in. Wow. My coach has subbed Erickson in because I forgot to put the substitutions on manual. I guess I didn't start this game with McMillan because otherwise there would be no reason for him to change it this late in the game, and we are choking right now. We are choking so bad. There's no way I'm going to get a shot. Trying to fade with Goodridge right there. That was a decent look. It was contested though. I'm not mad that it didn't go in. We just got to fill the corners. Oh no! See, that's what I was talking about right there. You see how Horford, you saw how he was moving right there? I'm going to call a timeout, by the way, get McMillan back in because my coach did mess that one up. But Horford was still moving when he took that 3-pointer. And because he was moving, you saw in the Timberwolves gameplay actually, he had a shot like that with Horford and it went in because he wasn't moving. I was playing bad defense with Chamberlain. I didn't fill in correctly. And I got lucky right there. He was moving. Oh, look at the defense collapsing. All because he reached in the backcourt. Go back and look at how that happened. That all started with him trying to get greedy. I think it's natural to reach in the backcourt sometimes. I think that's just natural, but it's a gamble. Just like this guy is gambling right here. Look, he took Kyrie out. He's got Marcus Smart in for some reason. Oh no, I am stuck on that screen. And I caught a break. This might be it. This might be the one. I caught a break, and I don't know why he's not fouling. There's only 2 seconds in between the shot clock and the game clock. I got caught on that screen, but maybe his finger slipped or something. Has that happened to you before? Your finger slips, and you meant to shoot an open shot, but you didn't. I think that's what happened. Oh, this guy's wilding. He is crazy. What are you doing? That is the Steph Curry of the 60s. What are you doing? Good night, Boston. That does it. That guy was wildin'. He let Jerry West. He was deflated. He did. You know, he just passed the ball in and threw his controller to the ground. He was raging just now. What was he thinking on that last play? I had Jerry West off the screen and he didn't bring anybody up. He didn't foul. There was 2 seconds separating the clocks, and he chose not to foul me. Even if he had gotten a rebound, that would have been really hard for him to get a 3 off. I'm not complaining though. Hand down, man down. Or in this case, I don't know, I don't have anything catchy. But I rebounded and I got the dub on Boston. That's a win I can be happy with. Even though he did some things that were just flat out silly. I don't know why he didn't have Kyrie in at the end there. He didn't take an open shot with Jason Tatum. But that's happened to me before. My fingers just slipped off the analog when I was trying so hard to get a shot. That's happened. Hey, no complaints from me though. I finally caught Boston slipping. Wilt Chamberlain had a hell of a night, 10 for 12, 22 points with 10 rebounds, 6 assists and 4 steals. Jerry West with the biggest basket of the game, 16 points. But I think the MVP has got to go to McMillan. He became the first and possibly only 70s player to go off the glass in game. Actually, that's disrespectful. Maybe Dr. J did this, I don't know. But I love doing this on fast breaks. It demoralizes the opponent. I do these every chance I get. And I actually got to do a video on these because they're a little bit overpowered, to be honest. Whatever though, that's thoughts for later. We got to eat today, and I'm satisfied.